So listen up, guys. The topic for today is feeding the beast. All right. So what is the beast? Think about it for a second. What is the beast? Feeding the beast, I'm talking about feeding yourself. Feeding yourself with ideas of revenge and hatred. That is feeding the beast. Whenever there's an incident or a situation, something that happens to you, something drastic happens to you, something that hurts you, may not have destroyed you, but maybe have interrupted your life somehow. So once this have happened to you now, you find a way to find peace. How do you find peace? You think by finding peace, you look within yourself. And your idea of finding peace is this: that you're gonna go after everything and everyone that disrupted your peace, right? By hurting someone else, you don't know if it's gonna make you happy or not. Most of the time it doesn't, right? That's why you never stop. You went from 1, 2 to 3, and you're continuously seeking different opportunities of how you can, of how you believe you can control the other person or the people that have hurt you by trying to hurt them back. This might not be the solution. You don't even know if it's a solution. And this is why it never ends, right? Because you're doing this for yourself. By hurting somebody else that have hurted you, you think that this can bring some happiness to you. All about you, right? All about you. But what you don't realize is that that which you're trying to satisfy could never be satisfied. The more you feed this ideology that your happiness is going to come from a revengeful directive, or your happiness is going to come from making someone else's life miserable. But all this is doing is feeding the beast which is in you. The beast that could never be fulfilled, because this is only an idea of your mind telling yourself that the moment you accomplish what you set out to do, which is destroy everything around it, the moment you have accomplished that, you will be totally calm and satisfied. But you find out that's never the case, right? So your first plan didn't work. So you go to a second, a third, fourth, and you keep on coming up with plans and plans. Before you know, just 10, 15 years. And this destructive nature have not changed in you. Because this beast which you're trying to feed is only an idea and a thought. It's not real. You cannot control ideas and thought. The only way that this beast can be quenched is through peace. Your peace. Right? You have to let your mind, tell your mind that these things is not harming you. There's no threat. Because that beast can never be fulfilled. You will go on and on and on and on. And the more you feed the beast, the bigger this beast becomes. What I mean by that, the more you're trying to destroy everything around you in order to gain happiness, the more and more you will need to destroy, and the more and more you will try to hurt everyone. Because the beast only gets bigger. That idea inside of you only grows larger and larger and larger. Just picture the Hulk, the Incredible Hulk, right? This big green monster. The more he gets angrier, the more he gets bigger and larger. He doesn't shrink, right? The more there is threat around him, When he thinks that there's threat, even if there's no threat, he gets bigger and bigger, because he could never totally destroy everything around him, or else he will destroy himself with everything. That is the same idea of your own mind. Before you destroy these things, you will end up destroying yourself with that idea, because that idea has no ending, because it's the mind. The mind is almost like the universe, that the galaxy has no boundaries, has no end. So how can you try to complete something or try to find an end to something that has no end? Right? And remember, the Incredible Hulk, remember, if you look at this analogy from the perspective of the Incredible Hulk, how does he find peace? Right? Only when he remembers, or when he thinks that the threat have been eliminated, then he finds peace. There's always a lady in his movie who calms him down, who give him the assurance that there's nothing to fight for. He needs to have peace. So that's the only way he was able to resolve this situation and calm down, is when there is peace around him. Same thing with you in your own mind. You are the one who have to create that peace. By eliminating everyone around you will not solve any issue or create any peace in you. Right? Because you're doing everything for yourself. It is a selfish act when only thing you seek is to quench and to fulfill that selfish need inside of you, that try to eliminate everything around you in order for you to survive. It becomes a survival skills for you, and you don't even realize it. But you could never totally destroy everything around you before you end up destroying yourself with that. Right? So how then do you solve this issue? Perpetual, continuous issue that could never end. You have to end it by finding peace within yourself, by telling yourself the threat is gone. Right? That's how you're going to stop it.